I've learned so much more about myself and how I want to be loved, about how I want to love people, about what I won't do again ever, about what I would do more of, about how I want to feel. I saw him first, he's all mine. You can't have him, no. I saw him first, I saw him first. I saw him first, now have several seats. Hi everybody, hi guys, welcome back to my podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, welcome to my YouTube channel. You can see how cute I look if you're watching the video content. If you're not, you're missing out, because honestly I look so good right now. I'm so proud of myself for putting this effort in. I know I didn't get dressed up and face beats to the tens just to record this podcast. No, I actually have somewhere to be after this. But anyway, welcome back guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching on YouTube. More people are watching now, and honestly I'm so happy. It feels so good to see it. Even if it's just one more extra view a day, it makes me happy. Like, people are listening to me. Why are you guys listening to me? I mean, I love it, I'm not complaining, but yeah, I can't explain the feeling. It feels good. I just need to be more consistent now, and you guys are motivating me to do it. So thank you. And yeah, before I start, go follow on my Instagram at I Saw Him First Podcast, and subscribe on YouTube, Her Dalton. I'll put all the links in the show note description, or whatever it's called. And yeah, follow on Spotify. Is it called a follow or subscribe? I don't know. But you get notified when I have a new episode if you do follow on Spotify. Let's get started. Right, so I don't know why I'm smiling ear to ear, from ear to ear, is that what they call it? But I'm actually not in a great mood. Very related to this topic, and I decided to actually film this today because I didn't want to be in such a big elated mood when I film it, because a lot of these videos you watch, people tend to do this kind of videos when they're completely out of the situation, when they're completely healed from it or completely over it. And I wanted to film this when I didn't feel great, but I've had a good day, and I guess I will explain things that I've done today. I'll say that later on, and I guess it works because I'm smiling, I look happy, even though this morning I didn't necessarily wake up happy. Because like you, if you're watching this because you're dealing with a breakup or trying to get over a breakup, because like you, I am heartbroken too. We're in this together, and I just wanted to just make something positive out of this, because we've all dealt with breakups before, unless you're really young and in high school or whatever, and this is your first breakup. In that case, I'm so sorry, you get better at dealing with it. But if you're not, if you're around my age, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, or however old you are, you have dealt with a breakup before, and you'll be okay. Like, no one has to tell you that. And I think that's how I just that's what I keep reminding myself of, that I'm going to be okay, that I've dealt with something like this before. And I think that was the mindset I was in this morning when I decided to record a podcast. I was thinking, you know what, I'll make this into something. I'll make it into a content. I'll put a positive spin on it, and just try to deal with this a little better than I did with the last one. Which wasn't very long ago. I don't know why this year has been so mean to me. This year has been so mean to me as regards to love and stuff like that. Also money. I've been broke this year, you guys. I've been broke, but let's not talk about that. Next year is definitely going to be better. Maybe I'll make a money content podcast, because I've learned a lot about money this year. But I'm going to see how I can tie that into relationship and dating. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about how to get over a breakup, how to deal with a breakup, how to feel better after a breakup, how to how to move on from someone. I don't even think this content is focused on how to move on. I think it's more of a do's and don't, because I do have a list of things that you should do and shouldn't do, or things that I think you should and shouldn't do. I'm not an expert, but these are things that have worked for me, and these are things that I plan to do. And that's, like I said earlier, that's why I wanted to do this when I was in it, so that I'm not giving advice like out of my ass, out, you know, someone that's already completely far away from this emotion. I'm going to talk about it from a very, you know, empathetic view, because again, like I said, I'm dealing with this right now, so I'm not going to be you know, talking like it's so easy. No, it's not. Breakups are never easy, no matter how small or how short that time period is you've known someone. Even if it was in a relationship, you know, every breakup is hurtful. Every person you go out with is some kind of relationship. Everyone you date, it's a casual relationship, it's a exclusive relationship, it's a monogamous, non-monogamous, official, non-official. It's all relationships, and when it ends, it hurts. So no matter what, you know, your situation is right now, I think this will be able to help you. I think I'll be able to help you with this content. Right, I'll start with the don'ts. Number 1, don't cry like it's the end of the world and everything good in your life is gone. Because it's not true. It can feel like that though, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're like me, I'm gonna out myself here, I tend to put a lot of effort into dating, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't believe love just comes to you. I don't really believe in the phrase it just comes to you when you least expect it. I think that's how a lot of people end up alone in their 40s and their late 30s. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that's not what I want for myself. I don't think it's love and, you know, having those solid long-term committed relationship or a marriage, if that's what you want. I don't think that's something that just comes to you out of the blue. I think, like a lot of things in life, you have to work towards it or make an effort to have it, and that's why I'm trying to do that now at my age. I'm only about to approach my mid-20s. I'm 24, and I'm starting to try to take dating more seriously and put a bit more effort into it now, because when I'm in my 30s, I do want to have a partner that I see myself being with in the long term. I'm never going to say forever, because anything can happen. Ideally forever. I don't really want to be on the apps in my 40s. But that's why I put a lot of effort in relationships right now. I acknowledge that I am giving it so much of my energy right now. I don't know if it's a positive thing, because again, it would dawn on you, it would take a big toll on you when it ends, inevitably. I mean, the only time it doesn't end is if you get married to that person, and even marriage is like 60% now in the UK, marriages end in divorce. So yeah, don't cry like it's the end of the world and everything good in your life is gone. Yeah, something good in your life is gone. Something amazing, something that once made you feel amazing, something or someone that made you feel on top of the world, that made you happy, that person is gone now. So you will be sad. That's inevitable. You're going to be sad, you're going to be hurt, you're going to feel down, you're going to feel like you don't want to do anything. I took days off work with my last breakup, because that actually was almost 6 months. This one, not so long. It wasn't an established relationship. And I'll talk about that in my next episode, you guys. So yeah, you want to listen, I'll spill some tea. So it wasn't like an established official relationship, so it doesn't hurt me. I have to say, it doesn't hurt me as much as the last one did. That one took so long to get over, because again, spent longer with that person, and that was harder on me. And I definitely cried a lot then. I took days off work. I just couldn't deal with it properly. I couldn't ignore it like I'm able to ignore this. Like with this breakup, I'm able to compartmentalize, because again, it's not even a big breakup. It's more of a ending of something. So yeah, don't cry like it's the end of the world. Don't cry like everything good in your life is over. It's hard, but look around you. You have friends, hopefully. You have family, hopefully. You have a job, hopefully. You have a place to live, hopefully. You have money in your account, hopefully. So there are still good things in your life, and in this moment, you're probably not seeing it. You can't feel it. Those things don't matter as much to you right now because you're so hurt. But you need to remember that it's not the end of the world. For starters, it's not. Number 2, don't swear off men and decide you will never date again. I promise you're going to feel this way. We all do. Like, I can't even tell you. I mean, only a couple of days ago when this happened to me, I was just like, I'm tired of dating. I told my friends, I'm done. We all say that, but emotions are fleeting, and this pain will pass. Just as maybe the reason for your breakup was because someone's feelings changed. Maybe it was yours, maybe it was the other person's, but emotions are fleeting, feelings change, and you're going to feel less hurt as the days go by, as time goes on, especially if you follow some of the advice I'm going to give. But yeah, don't swear off men and just put yourself in this hellhole of distraught and I'm done with men are scum and are trash. No, the last one maybe was and maybe the last 2 and the last 3 and the last 4, you get where I'm going with this. But I believe there is someone out there for everybody if they put the effort to find. Linking to my first point, I don't think if you just sit down you're gonna find him or her, but I think it's very attainable. I refuse to believe that we're all just endlessly chasing love that doesn't exist. I hope it does. And so I just think you need to remind yourself that the last one is just not the one. And don't swear off men or women if that's what you're into. There will be more. My niece used to say this a lot when she was younger. If she finished something that she wasn't supposed to finish, like chocolates or whatever, and our mom was like, oh my god, why did you finish this? She's like, there'll be more. And that's exactly how I want you to feel about this situation. There will be more. Right, number 3, don't reach out to them. I cannot say this enough. And I'll give you a very, not easy to do, but a very manageable, realistic, attainable tactic and skill and I don't even know what word it is. I don't know what to call it, but I'm going to give you a very, very useful tool right now, and it's to delete everything right now. I didn't do this with my last breakup a couple of months back, the one that hurt me so much, the 6-month one. I didn't do this, and it caused so much more pain than it should have, because I found myself going back to this person, trying to reach out to them, trying to get them back, because you will go through that period of withdrawal. It's like addiction, right? You're addicted to this feeling of being in love. You're addicted to this feeling of having that person in your life. So you are going through a withdrawal right now, so what you shouldn't do is reach out to them. As hard as it can be to live without this person, you can't reach out to them. You just can't. Honestly, don't reach out. I feel like, okay, first step is what I do now with my last 2 ended situationships after my last big one. I delete immediately. I delete their number. I delete call histories. Yes, I delete any smell, anything that reminds me of them, that can use to reach out to them. I delete it immediately, because let me tell you what you would do. You will text them. You're going to get drunk, you're going to get sad, you're going to get lonely, and you will reach out to them. And you shouldn't. That's not what you should do. No contact. I truly believe in the no contact rule. You don't want to have access to them. And in order to avoid reaching out, you need to delete their number. Go through your phone, go through your call logs, your messages, your WhatsApp, your Instagram, or however else you've been connected to this person, and you want to erase any traces of them. I don't really recommend throwing away things that the person has given you, because if it's expensive, if it's cute, if it's still in good condition, I will keep that shit. I've kept earrings, I've kept like decorations, I've kept a handbag, I've kept, Nintendo Switch. I'm not gonna throw that away just because I broke up with you. No, I'm gonna keep it because it's a valuable thing. But something that's like very intangible, something that doesn't mean much to you, throw it away. Anything that would remotely remind you of this person right now, you don't need to see it, you don't need to have it around you. Don't reach out to them. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. No matter how much you try to make sense of it in your head and justify it, don't do it. Don't do it. Right, number 4, don't pretend like you're okay. Liar, liar, pants on fire. That's what you're doing right now. That's who you are. You're a liar, liar, lying bitch. You're not okay. You're not happy. How can you be happy? You've lost someone. Again, you've lost someone that's something that's important to you. You're not happy. Don't pretend like you are. It's okay to wallow in the sadness, just don't stay in it. There will be times that things and people and smells and places will remind you of this person. So don't pretend like you're happy. You're not. You're sad. Embrace the sadness. Allow yourself to be sad. Don't pretend you're okay. Don't try to fight the pain. Allow yourself to feel it. That's the only way you can actually move past it. You need to feel that pain. There's no shortcut to getting over someone. There's things that help you do it faster, but there's no like any cheat code that makes you just snap your fingers and immediately get over it. It's not true. Anyone that's trying to sell you that, selling you bullshit. You need to deal with this pain. You need to deal with the emotions. So allow yourself to sit in it and don't pretend like you're okay. And that leads me to number 5. Don't aim to be happy immediately. Right? That also links to number 4. Don't aim to be happy immediately. Don't aim to wake up 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, even weeks later and feel okay. Don't aim to work out the pain away. Don't aim to eat the pain away with all the junk food. Don't aim to snap out of it. Right? Don't aim to get over this immediately. Don't rush it. Do not rush the healing process. You need to go through it in a gradual process. It takes time. The same way it takes time to fall in love with someone is the same way it takes time to fall out of love with someone. You don't just wake up and instantly get over them. So don't aim to be happy immediately. Even when you are in a relationship, think right now. When you were dating this person, were you always happy? No. So why do you think that you're just suddenly going to wake up and be over this person and be the happiest girl in the world? I don't even feel like someone who's married with the love of their life is always happy. Life gets in the way. With the relationship with that person, there'll be times when it'll piss you the hell off and you'll be like, I don't even like you right now. So don't aim to be happy. Don't aim to just be, I'm a bad bitch. Fuck the bitch. And what's that song again I really like? It inspires me. I forgot I was a bad bitch, tragic, breaking all your rules, 'cause they were only habit. Cinderella's dead now. I love that song. It does give bad bitch energy, which I like, and I advocate for that kind of energy right now in your life. You need it. Play that song over and over again if you want, but don't just aim to feel that way immediately. Right now you're a sad bitch. So allow yourself to be sad. Don't aim to be so happy with your life right now. You're not. It's unrealistic. You want to have realistic expectations right now. And it's that you will get over this with time eventually. Just not right now. Right, we're done with the don'ts. I want to keep it short and sweet. So let's focus on the positive right now. Let's zen in. Let's be zen. Let's go into the positive. Let's ASMR this shit. Now let's talk about things that will actually help you move on and be happier. So let's talk about the do's, what you should do now that this person is out of your life and you're trying to move on and imagine a life without them. Sad as that sounds, you need to do it. You have to. I'm sorry, but you have to. Okay. Number 1, cry. I think the number one point for the don'ts was don't cry for too long. But my number one point for the do is also cry. Let it out. Day 1, day 2, however long it takes, right? Cry because it hurts, right? Cry because it's over. Cry because it's at the end of an era. Cry to feel revived and rejuvenated. Crying is actually good for you. Crying isn't always like a bad thing, you know. Cry, let it out. You need to cry. Don't hold it in. I swear, don't hold it in. You're going to explode if you try to do that. So cry, but don't cry because, you know, you're alone and like everything in your life is over. That's not true. Just cry because you're grieving someone that's out of your life. They're not dead, but you are grieving, so allow yourself to cry. Don't cry out of regret because you regret being in this relationship or not leaving sooner or giving too much or loving too much. Don't apologize for loving too much. In fact, I want you to channel that crying and that tears into something positive, right? So you've given so much to this person and you're hurt that it's ended and it broke your heart. Leads me to point number 2. A little bit toxic, but I don't give a shit. Right, number 2. Think about this, right? So you've loved this person. You've given so much affection and attention, admiration and love to them. Your time, your body, your everything. Maybe your money. Don't do that. But maybe you've given this person so much, right? Do you really think, I refuse to believe, I don't think, there's no way you've given someone so much of you and now suddenly that all of that is out of their life and they're not going to feel it, right? I'm sorry, but my toxic trait is thinking I break up with someone and their life is shit. not shit like everything in their life is shit, but I'm great, okay? And I want you to have that energy. I'm a delight to be with, right? So if someone breaks up with me or I break up with someone, I just have this energy of they're going to miss me. Whether or not they admit it or know it right now, they're going to miss me because I'm great. I'm fun to be with. I'm fun to be around. I gave them so much love and attention and affection and admiration that there's no way they will miss me in their life. There's no way my absence won't leave some void in their life, whether temporarily or permanently. There's no way, however short, they're going to miss me, and that gives me a bit of an ego boost. Maybe that's the ego boost you need to get out of bed in the morning. When you wake up, just go, Chad is going to miss me. Whoever his name is, Daniel is going to miss me. This guy is going to miss me, or he's missing me right now. His life is shit right now temporarily, because he lost me. I really advise feeling that way. That's my number 2 advice that you should definitely take. The first time I thought about it, I was like, oh wait, it's actually quite evil. I had a bit of an evil smirk on my face. I was like, Mwahaha. They lost something great, you know. It's hard to think about that right now because you're thinking, yeah, but I want to be with them, but they're great. Maybe they're the ones you adore. Maybe you messed up and you're saying, oh yeah, they're the great one, I'm the idiot. No, there's still something they're going to miss about you. Your laugh, your jokes, your smile, your just weirdness. Like, that person I dated one time, he looked at me and said something about me being, I forgot the word he used, but I think it was just like along the lines of like quirky, and like it was so random the way he looked at me and said something like that, like, you're just so quirky, and like, but in a nice way, like weird in a nice way. And I was like, I'll take it, you know. But those are things that's something I could smile about now, and I'm sure he will miss me because he will probably think about me, you know, randomly and be like, oh, I remember when Angie did that. So yeah, just rejoice in the fact that you've left an impact in someone's life and now you've left a void in their lives. Mwahaha. Okay, number 3, delete. I mentioned earlier that you should delete all ways you can possibly contact them, right? So don't contact them. But now I want you to delete photos, delete videos, delete memories, right? Slowly. You can't possibly do all of this in one day. It'll be hard to let go, but delete like traces, delete memories of them slowly. You don't want to be constantly reminded of someone who hurt you if they hurt you, or someone that you're in pain because of. You don't want to be constantly reminded of this breakup, right? So you can allow yourself again to cry and let it out and reminisce, but as you're reminiscing, be deleting. It's difficult, but I feel like in another way it can give you a bit of a adrenaline boost when you've sort of cleared your phone of them. You know, it gives you like a bit of a okay, like I'm taking a step towards the positive direction. And who knows, maybe that's the little boost of dopamine that you need to get out of bed or make something to eat. You know, it can be really difficult, I acknowledge that. But that's why I'm advising for you to do this. You need to feel like, don't care about how they would feel. They'll feel like I've deleted them from my life. Who gives a shit? They're not important right now. Like, you are. You should focus on yourself right now, what will make you heal faster, and which is deleting. Promise you, it would help. Because what you would do otherwise is go to those texts and read everything and the good times, and you will forget how much this person has hurt you. You forget how shitty your relationship was. You forget all the things that they couldn't do. You forget the whole reason why you're ending this relationship in the first place. And you don't want to romanticize the relationship. What you want to do is have a clear, realistic view of what it was. And that's why I say maybe even like take time to reminisce on the second day. Read the text, grieve, delete. Go through the photos. Oh, good old times, delete. Just delete it. Don't go back. Delete it so you can't, and delete your recycling bin so you can't get it back again. Okay? Because as hard as it can be, if you don't have someone's number, you can't text them. If you don't have their phone number or their whatever, their WhatsApp, their Instagram, you can't text them. So delete. Don't go to their houses as well. I'm sure some of you are crazy bitches. You might actually go to their house and you can't delete their address from your head. But at least this is the first step in the right direction. Right, number 4, I think this is. And this one might sound controversial, but I think you should download a dating app. Okay, listen to me. You're not ready to date new people. Especially if this was a long-term relationship, right? So I'm not saying that's what you should be doing right now. I'm not saying jump from someone's bed to another. I'm saying download the dating app. Again, this is just a tiny boost of dopamine hit that you're going to get from getting a match or getting a text from someone. One of my friends said this to me recently. I'm not going to say her name so I don't out her, but there was someone that she went on a date with and she was like, oh, not the one, this guy is not the one, but she's still texting him and she intends to see him again. And I was like, why do you want to see this guy again? It's not the one for you. You already said that. And she was like, honestly, I want the attention. And I was like, I get it. Like, say no more. I actually get it. And that's the same reason I'm telling you to download that dating app. Download the Bumble and the Hinge, not the Tinder. That's just like, no one's really serious on there. Bumble and Hinge, reach out to me if you want some more promotion. Well, those are the 2 apps that I use, and I really, really think you should get on the app. If you were on the app before, or if you haven't used an app before, get on it. Get like that dopamine hit. You're going to need it, because if you're like me where you're feeling like maybe it's something to do with you, I mean, like, oh, come on it can't be me, it's you. But we will all have that moment of self-doubt, and you're not like believing in your source at this moment. You're saying maybe if you had been prettier or smarter, or I don't know, more of something or less of something, this person would have stayed with you. Or if you broke up with them, you're probably thinking, oh, there's no good men out there. When will I ever find someone that I connect with, that I find attractive? All the men are trash, yada yada yada. But going on the apps again to see what's out there, and to get like a cute guy swipe right on you and say, hey beautiful, whatever it is, it does make you feel good. I mean, this is the same reason why even married women like being hit on at the bar. Like, they will tell you they like the attention, no matter how old you are, how young you are, whether you're taken or single or whatever. no one will say, oh, I don't like people telling me I'm cute. Oh, I don't like people telling me I'm pretty. Bullshit. In fact, I'm pretty sure men give this excuse to, like, as the reason to cheat. They're saying, you know, they just wanted to know that they've got it. They still got it, right? So this is the whole essence of getting back on the apps. You don't even have to swipe. You don't even have to text someone. Just get the app on your phone. It's a first step. And if you have the strength, if you have the zeal, just start swiping. Don't even think about going on the date yet. Don't even think about seeing this person IRL or actually going through with anything. Just text. Just get the text. Just get the swipe. Just get the match, you know? It makes you feel good. So why don't you do it? You need that feel good emotion right now. You need it. So just do it. Just do it. It doesn't hurt. Number 5. I want you to go out with your friends, which is what I'm doing today. Tonight. It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? I think that's how the song goes. But it's a Saturday today, at the time of recording this, and yeah, I'm gonna go out with my friends. I'm gonna have a good girls' night. I'm gonna gossip with them. I'm gonna have drinks. We're gonna chat, play games, have fun. You need to remember who you were without this person in your life. You need to like just enjoy your life again without this person being in it. You need to remember that there's people who still care about you, have time for you, love you, like spending time with you, people that make you feel good, you know, besides this person that's out of your life now. You need to remember that. And you know, it helps you vent as well, because when you're out with your friends, you're definitely talking about the breakup. So yeah, don't isolate yourself. Just hang out with your friends, have a good time, get drunk if you need to, eat all the ice cream with them, just be around people. I feel like this is the time when you need as many people around you as possible to help you get better sooner. Right. Number 6, the opposite of number 5, which is alone time, zen. And I think I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I'm going to tell you what I got up to today and why I'm actually smiling and not sad right now. Number 1, I had a good workout session this morning. At first I intended to do yoga actually, because yoga is what I do when I feel lazy or don't have the motivation to do a proper workout. Because again, when you're hurt, when you're sad, borderline depressed after a breakup, you don't have the strength to really get up and do a proper workout, you know? You're not going to just do the squats the pain away, no. But it helps you feel good. The adrenaline from working out actually helps you feel good, even if it's just a tiny hit of adrenaline and dopamine. You're still going to feel a little bit better, and you need it right now. You need all this dopamine and serotonin to pile up, to give you that, you know, motivation to move your body, to go outside, to see your friends, to feel better, to eat, to drink, to shower. Let's not talk about not wanting to shower when you're depressed. We've all been there. So yeah, alone time, chill. Do something that's just like you by yourself. Listen to podcasts, lay in bed, cuddle your teddy bear if you've got one. And I'm gonna lead to my next point, which is get a big teddy bear. I'm not even joking, it's on my list. Number 7, get a big teddy bear, get a cuddle buddy. Today I got up, I cuddled my teddy bear while listening to a podcast. It gave me again just a feeling of a hug. You're going to miss hugs when you break up with someone. But you can hug a teddy bear, and honestly it doesn't feel as good, but it still makes you feel good, which is what you need right now. You need something, someone, something or someone to make you feel good. So hug the teddy bear, do a workout, and leading back to the alone time, go outside and have a meal by yourself. I had the best pancakes today, so yummy. If you're in Manchester, go to Moose Cafe, Moose something, but honestly so good. I just sat there with my earbuds in, listening to You Up podcast, watching on YouTube, and just enjoying the time by myself, sipping on my coffee. Honestly, breakups can be expensive, because I tend to do this a lot when I don't feel 100% emotionally. I tend to just take myself out to eat, and just drink and just enjoy time by myself, just to help myself feel whole again and feel like I can enjoy my weekend by myself. I don't really need someone right now, do I want someone, but I don't want to need and feel emotionally drained or distraught when I don't have someone. I mean, I'd rather be with a man than be alone on a weekend, but yeah, you don't have that man right now. So you want to get a cute teddy bear, big one, because it's going to give you more of that human feeling, and you want to do some exercise, and you want to go out to eat by yourself. Spend money on yourself. Go shopping if you want to. Retail therapy is a thing, and it's not just clothing, it's food. Go out and treat yourself to a delicious meal. I love pancakes, so they always help me feel better. Pancakes and Ben and Jerry's I definitely recommend. Number 8, start swiping. Actually start swiping intentionally. And I think this will be around day 7, so a week in. I know. I'm not telling you to get into a relationship after 1 week of breaking up with someone. And don't take the dates literally. I'm speaking from experience. For someone that dated someone just over 2 months, of course it still feels like a breakup, but I also realized that it hasn't been that long, and I feel comfortable dating again after a week. I feel comfortable going on a date 1 week after. That's just how I move. Like, my sister said something to me recently. She was like, oh, she can't believe how, like, she doesn't understand how all these celebrities get out of relationships and get into another. They're seeing someone again. And she made reference to Camila Cabello after breaking up with Sean, and I was like, it's been 6 months since they broke up. She's like, she's free to move on. In fact, I really advise it. After 6 months of breaking up with someone, come on now, like, you should be seeing someone else. And I'll tell you why I'm deciding to get back into the dating world. One is just to remind myself that I'm cute, I'm attractive, I'm desirable, I'm all that. Like, I'm that girl, I'm the shit. And I don't want it to sound like some sort of like needing external validation, but it can get you down after a breakup. If you were someone that didn't want that breakup, if you were broken up with, or you instigated the breakup because of what someone did or wouldn't do for you, or stuff like that, sometimes you can feel like, is it me? Am I not cute? Am I not this? Am I not nice enough? But sometimes it feels good to just go out there and get reminded that, nah, you're a bad bitch. You're cute. You're beautiful. You're desirable. There's people out there that want you. You don't see it right now. You don't feel it right now, but it's true. And what better way to confirm that than to actually experience it? So go out there, start swiping again, go on dates. If you're not even thinking of like seeing that person again for the second time, ties back to what I said about getting attention. Get the attention. Enjoy dating again. Enjoy the experience. I'll talk about this next week in my next episode, which I might record today. Might see me in the same outfit, but I'm going to talk about basically knowing when to leave a relationship or a situationship when it doesn't please you anymore, when you're not happy, when you're not enjoying it. That's the phrase I like to use. If you're not enjoying it, it's time to leave, right? So I think dating again after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 5 months, however long it takes you. I hope it doesn't take you that long. But it just helps you to enjoy dating again, as opposed to, putting such a negative, affiliation. Affiliating dating with such negative, like, sad emotions. It helps you to feel the good side again of dating. It helps you to understand again that it's fun. Dating is fun. Sometimes it ends up in such a horrible, devastating outcome, but other times it can be fun. It can be exhilarating, that feeling of having a crush on someone again, that feeling of falling in love. I almost dropped my phone, but I strongly encourage not being out of the game for too long. I strongly encourage not being lonely for too long. I'm not saying jump in someone's bed right away. I'm not saying go and make out with a stranger right away, but get the attention, get the free meals, get dressed, get your makeup done and go out. Just even going out and having a nice time alone, good for you. I strongly recommend that. So that's why I would advise to get on the app and start swiping and actively dating again, which is what I'm doing right now. I was never really off the apps. I mean, I was for like a day, which I'll talk about in my next week's episode. I'm gonna out myself so much, and I hope he doesn't listen. Yikes. But yeah, I was off the apps for like one day, literally about a day, 24 hours, and I'm just back on it, actively searching again for my Mr. Right now. So I'm tired of believing in Mr. Right. I just want a Mr. Right now, and hopefully forever. Anyway, let's keep going. Number 9, personal projects, personal hobbies, whatever you want to call it. Like me doing this podcast right now. I know I'll feel good once I do this. I know I'll feel good once I've edited this video and posted it online. I know I'll feel good to share this with someone. I know I'll feel good when someone says, oh my god, this video really helped me. So anything that you enjoy doing, that's just like yours and that makes you feel good. If it's work, just try and get back into it slowly. I really wanted to film this video on the same day of the breakup, like the next day of the breakup, but I was like, I'm not in the right mindset for it. I need to be in a place where I can actually like get myself in just the right headspace, and I just needed a bit more time. So take your time and just slowly ease yourself back into normalcy, into normal life. I don't know if normalcy is the word, but try and get back into things that you enjoy again. And I think this is number 10. Yeah, this is number 10, and this is a very difficult one to do, but actually one of the most important things you should do, and it's to try and see the good in this breakup. And not just see the good in it, see the lessons that you've learned from it, right? I try to do this, I really do. I try to, even when I broke up with someone, right? I try to see what I've done wrong, because it takes two to tango. When something doesn't work out, I refuse to believe that it's because of one person. So I try to just gain something from it, and that's why I even advise dating again, because you just learn so much from dating different types of people, from different experiences. There's so much I've learned from myself this year. As much as I said at the beginning of this video, this year has not been fair to me with regards to dating and love and relationships, but I can say very affirmatively that I've learned so much from all these men I've dated. Learned so much about myself. I learned so much more about men and about relationships and dating. And for someone that enjoys talking about relationships, like, I would say that's a good reason to endure this heartbreak and the heartache. I just know that I'll be better for the next person that I date. I know that I'll have a better time. I'll be a better dater. I'll be a better lover. I'll be a better partner in the future. Like, I've learned just a little bit more from this last person that I only knew for 2.5 months. I've learned so much more about myself and how I want to be loved, about how I want to love people, about what I won't do again ever, about what I would do more of, about how I want to feel. So even if this relationship ended badly, think about how good this person made you feel and what you liked about that feeling. Think about the things they did well, and the things that they did to make you feel good, and things that you did for them that made you feel good. So don't think about it all in such a negative way. That's why I don't really speak ill of people when I break up with them, unless they were really shitty. I don't really speak shit about them, because honestly, I'm gonna say, as much as I'm sad that this ended, I actually think he was one of the best person I've dated so far in my entire life. I had one of the best times with him. I had one of the best just experiences in general, and the best feelings about myself even. Like, I had such a great time that it doesn't, as much as it hurts, it doesn't feel like a waste of time. It doesn't feel like a bad decision. Like, dating them was not a bad decision. I actually really liked that I met them, and I really liked that I dated them, because again, I had a good experience. I feel good about the whole thing. There's nothing in this, I mean, there's something that I think I would change in the future, but there's nothing that I totally regret or I'm like particularly sad about. I think it was a great relationship. So it's not all about how long it lasts for. Sometimes it's just about how good it was, and when it stops being good, just leave. It's time to leave. Anyway, I hope I've helped you guys. I think I've made myself even feel a little bit better by recording this video and just letting it out. I think I've made 15 points in this video, and that's why it's a long one. But again, I know that this is necessary, and this is very helpful for someone that's going through a breakup right now. You need this, someone talking to you for a long time. The amount of time you spend watching all of these videos, how to get over a breakup video, the companionship, someone saying how you feel can make you feel better and validating your feelings and your hurt. So yeah, that's why I'm okay with this video being long, because I know that this time that I'm spending with you is probably helping you. I hope you feel better soon. I hope I feel better soon. I know that I will, because I'm a bad bitch. Yeah. But yeah, remind yourself that you're a bad bitch, and you can do this. You'll feel better. It's not forever. Heartbreak is not forever. So yeah, you'll be alright. Thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Like I said at the beginning of this video, thank you. Keep watching on Instagram, on my reels, on TikTok as well, on YouTube, and share with someone that is going through a heartbreak. Bye. See you guys next week.